Good morning, children. Good. Are you happy? It's good. I'm going to tell you a story about a little girl by the name of Elizabeth. You see, today's sermon is all about being a blessing. And I want to tell you how Elizabeth was a blessing to someone and how that person blessed her. So the story comes all the way. Yes, you see, look at the map. Can you see a map there on the board? Do you know what country that is? What continent that is? Do you know the continent? South America. Good. Now, Elizabeth comes from a place, you see an arrow pointing there to a nice red place up at the top of the map? Now, Elizabeth comes from Guyana. One of these days, I'm going to tell you some more about Guyana, but it's the only English-speaking country in South America. And most people feel that Guyana is a part of the Caribbean, but it's not. You see where it is? It's in South America. Elizabeth was just 7 years old, and she learned that her cousin was ill. Now, everybody called her cousin Cuz, because in our country, people are very respectful to those who are elderly. They call them either auntie or cuz or uncle or some other respectful name. So Elizabeth learned that cuz was ill, and so Elizabeth went to help cuz. She went over to see cuz, and when she recognized, she learned that she realized the place was not clean. Even though she was just 7 years old, Elizabeth decided to clean up the entire home. Now, that's quite a lot for a 7-year-old. How many people here are 7 years? Put your hand up. Good. You see, that's what I'm saying. But she did it. And when she was finished, Cuz called Elizabeth to her, and she said, "Elizabeth, the Lord bless you because you are such a good child. You will be blessed all the days of your life." And up to now, Elizabeth is blessed. But I want to tell you another story about a little boy in the Bible who was also blessed because he decided to bless others. And yes, can you recognize anything in that picture? Do you see a little boy there? No, okay. He has 5 loaves and 2 fishes, right? Now, what happened? One day when everybody went to listen to Jesus, he was the only one, or maybe the Bible doesn't tell us if anybody else had food. Maybe other people had. But he offered the food that he had, his 5 loaves and 2 fishes, to Jesus. Do you remember what was the first thing that Jesus did when those loaves and fishes were placed before him? Do you know? What did Jesus do? Does anybody know? No, Jesus wasn't hungry. All right, Jesus prayed. He prayed, and then he broke the loaves and the fishes, and the loaves and the fishes fed thousands, 5,000 men, besides women and children. So we don't know how many thousands, but they were thousands. Maybe half the size of Watford, but they were thousands. And just because a little boy decided to be a blessing, and he handed his meal over to Jesus. Now, boys and girls, you too can be a blessing. You can be a blessing to your mommy and daddies at home. You can be a blessing to your little brothers and sisters. You could be a blessing to all the to everyone, whether at school, wherever. And I just want you to remember 4 words. 1, pray, because when you pray, God will help you to be a blessing, and to be caring, to be compassionate, and to be cheerful. Just remember those things as you go through your daily life. As you come to this new week, as you go to school, remember to be a blessing.